everyone, my name is Riddhi and in today's video I'm going to review Percy Jackson's Greek Heroes by Rick Riordan. So this is another installment in the Percy Jackson's Greek Gods and Greek Heroes. It's kind of a book series but not really, but the Greek Heroes and the Greek Gods are kind of written in the same format. They're written in Percy's voice about something that didn't happen to Percy, except it happened a long time ago to the Greek Gods and the Greek Heroes and the Greek myths and things like that. And most of these things are like dark and death and destruction and murder and betrayal, but in Percy's voice it's just not that dark because he has a really good sense of humor that just tones down the darkness a little bit. So yeah, that's a good thing. That means younger 10-year-olds can read these books too. So yeah, if you are a 10-year-old, then go ahead, you can read Percy Jackson. So this is a long book. I don't have a physical version of this book. That's what happens when you ask your parents for too many books. They don't buy it, so I just have to make do with PDFs I find on the internet. So this book is about 12 demigods who are Perseus, Psyche, Phaethon, I think that's how it's pronounced. I'm sorry if I pronounce these names wrong. I'm probably completely butchering them. Just let me know in the comments down below what's the right pronunciation. So there are 12 demigods mentioned in this book. They are Psyche, Perseus, Phaethon, Otrera, Daedalus, I think that's how it's pronounced, Theseus, Atalanta, Bellerophon, Cylene, Orpheus, Hercules, and Jason. That's all of the demigods that have their stories in this book. And my favorite one was definitely Perseus. It was the first one, and it was really interesting. I mean, is it a coincidence that Jason and Perseus are the first and last stories in this book? I find that kind of weird. I mean, Rick Riordan could have done that intentionally because they're like the main two heroes of the Percyverse. In the first series it's Percy Jackson. In the second series it's 7 main people, but Jason and Perseus are the namesakes of Jason and Percy. So I guess that's been done intentionally by Rick Riordan because the first story in this book is Perseus and the last one is Jason. So I'm just gonna tell you all about what some of these stories are about. Perseus was most of the demigods mentioned in this book have probably died a really brutal death, and most of them got chopped to pieces or something, because that's just a sad life a Greek hero has. If you think you have a sad life, look at these people's lives first, okay? I used to think I had a sad life too, but that was only till I read the Greek heroes, because these are the really depressed people, and you should feel happy that you're not as depressed as them, because these people's lives are way sadder than yours probably is. But the happiest ending in this entire book, I'd say, is Perseus. He got a relatively happy ending compared to the other demigods. Perseus is the son of Danae, I guess that's how it's pronounced. So she was the daughter of Acrisius, who was the king of Argos in Greece. And at that time Greece wasn't an entire country. It was there were many cities and states inside of Greece which literally fought against each other. So Greece wasn't a country as a whole. So yeah, Danae was the only daughter of Acrisius, who was the king of Argos, and Acrisius really wanted a son, but he never got a son. He was always, to his wife, he was always like, make a son, we need a son, I want a son. But as soon as his wife died, he literally lost all hope on having an heir to his throne, because he didn't want to give the throne to his daughter, because shocker, she was a girl and patriarchy used to be very widespread at that time. So yeah, he wouldn't give the throne to his daughter. So his wife died probably of stress or something. Acrisius decides to go to the Oracle of Delphi, which is not the wisest thing he would do in a situation like this, because whenever people go to the Oracle of Delphi, she just gives them some weird riddle and which they're probably never going to be able to solve, and they're just even more problematic from when they went to the Oracle of Delphi. But he was just so desperate and he decided to go there. And for that, the Oracle of Delphi was like, oh, this is such a simple question. I don't even need a riddle for this. So she was like, simple. You're not going to have any son. So your daughter is going to rule the throne, and then she's going to have a son, and then he's going to be the next male heir. And he was just furious. He was just really upset, and the oracle was like, oh, thanks for that wonderful offering you gave me. Now you can go home. And the king was even angrier. So then he went home, and his daughter was really beautiful, and she was really kind. She made sure to give offerings to the gods, regularly, and she was just an overall a really good human. I don't understand why someone could hate her. Danae was like, hey, hello, father. You came back from the oracle. What did she tell you? And Acrisius was like, the oracle told me that you're gonna be a traitor and you're gonna betray me and you're gonna do shit and you're just gonna, take over my throne and you want to steal my kingdom or something. And then Acrisius was like, guards, come here and take this girl away from my eyes and lock her up in the deepest taverns you can find. So they just dragged her away and locked her up in in a really tiny locker like storage space. It was literally like a locker, like the kind of lockers you can see at a school. So they literally locked her up in a locker, and she was really sad and she was depressed and she was thinking, like, literally her father left her wondering what she did wrong even when she did nothing wrong. And soon after, Danae had a son who she decided to name Perseus, and her father was Zeus. I don't know how that happened. Don't ask me how that happened. It just happened. And then her dad found out that she had a kid, and he was literally wondering how did that happen. Like, the doors were literally locked shut. Something happened, and then he just decided to lock her up inside a box and just nail the box shut so that she won't be able to get out of it. He locked her up inside a little box along with her child and threw her in the ocean to drown/die of hunger. That is a really bad thing to do to your daughter, in my opinion. She didn't even do anything wrong. And in the process of trying to stop the thing to happen, he literally made that thing happen. That's how predictions work. Like, in the process of trying to stop that thing to happen, that thing actually happens and the person fails. That's exactly what happened to Kronos too. That's a story for another day. I'm not gonna tell you the whole story. Did you think I was gonna tell you the whole story? Because I'm not gonna do that. The only thing you need to know is this is a really good book. You should read it. It has a lot of humor and it's just really funny, in my opinion. I really enjoyed it. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to click on the like button and subscribe to my channel. Bye!